Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Well, Coach, no rain in the forecast. That's the good news, but it is a chilly December day here in the Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Seattle Seahawks. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Mike, what? I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
On the ground, this is Rashad Penny. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Oh, man, that wasn't far from breaking in a big way into the secondary. Read option, quarterback kept it. And while he didn't get a first down, he did get a nice chunk of yardage. Only a nice tackle prevented it from maybe going all the way.
On second down and 4, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10, right at the 40. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Now Rashad Penny. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
Reset, 19. Come on. Shoot. Check 13.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here's a second and 2 now from the 33.
Watch out.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing again is Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Hey, check 24. 57. Here we go. 57.
Throwing on third down, Watson.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Taking it about the 16. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Wilson now. Gonna throw again. The kidder here, it's complete. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Check. Check 31. Back.
On 2nd and a couple. Watson looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
And they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On second down, here's Penny. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it with a third down and less than a yard. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. They'll try and run for it with Penny. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Penny, a first down carry. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up. Out on the edge, you love to have cornerbacks like that can bring them down in the run game. And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football. Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that? But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for. Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum? After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun snap for Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. On 1st and 10, Watson. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too. And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone can go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
57, Mike, 57. 57 to Mike, 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Watson. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Seahawks will take over at their own 20. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On third down, Wilson. They've got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Penny. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 41, Wilson. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Wilson. Open man is Miller. He's got it. A very solid gain of 27. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll toss it to Petty. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
4 down. Hey, alert.
Now Wilson. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And Myers able to knock it through. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Watson now to throw. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
No time now.
From the gun, here's Watson. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. On 1st down, it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Watson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Right here.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll go again to Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
That's
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going for it. It's Watson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And they're not able to convert on fourth down. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it.
Now they'll run it again with Penny. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On third down, Penny. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Watson now to throw on third down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch tight end. 3 down. Hey, easy. Tuck.
Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now it's Wilson. Steps away. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now it's Penny. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing is Wilson. Steps away to his left. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Now, we had the fumble last week. Now, here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Check 99, check 99, check 52, check.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Fielded at about the 28. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the fourth and final quarter. On second and 11 now. Wilson, this is Miller, complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the gun, a give to Penny. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Rashad Penny, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the fourth. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is watched by the quarterback. You throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since.
57. Here we go, D. 57 the mark. 57 the mark.
Watson looks to throw again. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 42. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd down now, it's Jones.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
The Packers on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Watson from the gun. He'll throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got it. That's St. Brown. Touchdown Packers. Mk11 St. Brown. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Now the try here for the extra point. And it's 17-7. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Again, it's Penny, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Going deep this time for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Able to find a seam for 14 yards, but still now facing a 4th down after the scramble.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams. Touchdown number 22 on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Wilson to throw. He gets it to his running back, Rashad Penny. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking 1st down.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
They'll try and run forward with Penny. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another try for Penny, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yeah, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
On the run, it's Penny. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Come on, there.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and that will write a finish to this ball game.